I'll tell you, this wasn't easy. It was not easy at all because you all are fantastic speakers. It looks like you've all spent a lot of time. So I appreciate the effort that you all put in to come and work with the Astana team to be able to do this. So thank you for traveling so far. Those who are here, thank you for being part of this community. And so we just get into the awards. We'll stop the suspense and let you all get on with your day. So we're going to go third, second, first. Then the audience choice, unless you all know that already. No?
Or do you want to start with the participation? Okay, just do us your feedback first.
Well, no, just the question is the certificate participations. Let's do the third, second, first, and then we'll go from there. Okay, third place. Third place. Yernur. All right, so this is very simply, my feedback was that we talk about inspiration and message of communicating or to connecting with your audience. You did that. For me, I understood your story, I understood where you came from, and I felt that challenge. And it's a story that I think people need to hear. And so I appreciate you sharing it with me.
Thank you. Can I say hi to my family?
We like the messages that you shared with the audience. I think they were very valuable messages. Injustice in adult life, unfortunately, that is something that exists in many, many societies. But I do think in Kazakhstan, I feel very heartened. We've got so many young people here who are talking very openly and are very internationally minded. And I think that can only be good for Kazakhstan.
Okay, second place. Again, this is another story, and really the path and the journey that you go through to work through your own insecurities, your own challenges, and actually having the guts to say, you know what, I'm going to do it anyway, and go in and do this. And then also, once you've gone past some of these things, giving back. And these are the pieces that really, these are the, let's say, attributes that we'd like to see brought up by everyone. You know, myself, the group, everyone. This is why we're here. This is what we do. So thank you for communicating. Thank you. Okay. I think I got this right. It's silent. Yeah. Stories that came from your heart, and that really the inspiration piece of connecting to someone's your audience, talking to their soul and understanding. And family really is that quintessential piece of the soul, and I think you captured that actually quite well. And so thank you for sharing your story with us, and thank you for coming out here and participating in us.
Everyone call your family now.
Yeah.
Inspired by all of those speeches. I think it was really nice that throughout all of the speeches, we got this very strong message that Toastmasters is a family, and that you all feel that you belong to an even bigger family. And I think moving forward, isn't that really important? Maybe we wouldn't have the wars in the world that we have if people actually viewed the world as a big family, and if we communicated effectively, if we talk to each other. So I really like that message coming through. And well done, everyone.
Tweets, Facebook posts, emails, online opinion polls, all these other things, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever it is. It's not communication. Communication happens between two people. You gotta look someone in the eye and say hello, and my name is Trevor. And that's when they start to understand who you are. The text-based world, the internet, it doesn't really do it. And this is why I think it's very important, as was said when I was introduced, this club is important for getting people to actually talk to each other. Because 9 times out of 10, I will have two people who cannot communicate over email and will disagree day in and day out. And you put them in a room and you say, okay, what are we really talking about here? And suddenly, it's okay. Everybody's on the same page, you figure it out. Because you realize you're talking with a human. And that's what this is meant to be. So, going to the audience choice. With that. You communicated and you really were able to get the story across and really put it out for people, saying that you can have challenges yourself, but it is really, you can do anything that you really want if you put your mind to it. And I promise you, I agree 100% with you, Father. Do it now. Do it now. It's, when I came to Kazakhstan, I sat there for a really long time saying, what am I doing? I'm moving to the other side of the world. And I said, you know what? Now it's time to do it. And I'm glad I did. I've been here for 3 years, and I'm going to be here for a while longer. And so your father's right. Maybe he came into my dreams 3 years ago, but you know, this is the key. So thank you very much again.
Thank you so much, dear judges. It's been a big honor to get such awards from you. But most of all, I'm really honored to get such a big recognition from all of you. Thank you so much.
Okay, so we have the certificate of participation. I've got 3 of them, so we'll do this in order, and the stack that I have. First one is Aigerim. I can't stress enough, and this is where this is communicated with me, is that, you know, you might have a crazy idea, and my rule is, I have a crazy idea once, and I don't think about it again, I don't do it. But if it comes up more than 3 or 4 times over a period of about 2-3 months, I need to pay attention to it. And it has driven me to do some crazy things like move to Kazakhstan and do things like try to work with smart cities and developing cities. That's why I'm here. So follow your dreams, put your dreams in front of you, and as crazy as it might be, don't discount it just because everybody thinks it's crazy. If it keeps on coming back and nagging you, give it a shot. You might go down a journey and find something that wasn't, you know, it didn't come out to be the way it's supposed to be, but you learned something different and you expanded yourself. So, dreams. Thank you very much.
Be crazy!
Sorry, I was distracted. Very good.
Thank you. Okay, second, Aigerim. I have to say that your speech is actually quite poignant because we use words every day, and we often use the wrong words when we should be using the right words in the sense of what we're really trying to communicate. If I'm frustrated, I need to communicate how I feel, not what you did. And I think this is really where you came down to, is that the reflection of the person and what they're saying is really a reflection of themselves and how they feel, but they don't always communicate it in that sense. So the cheater will accuse you of cheating. The liar will accuse you of lying. And this is something where you sometimes have to take a step back from the conversation. And in the business world, in your personal lives, every day on the street, you have no idea what's going on in the backside of someone's mind. And really taking a step back and saying, where is this coming from? What's happening? Is this really a reflection of me, or is this a reflection of what's happened in that individual's life? Is absolutely critical. So, mind your words, as my mother used to say to me, mind your words, and stay positive, because the positive words allow us to move forward. Negative words really just slow us down. So, thank you. Okay, last one. Bye. With this one, I have to say this is the reason why I came. When I came in 2013, we were talking about Smart Astana, and we had a team of, I don't know, about 30 people who came here from all over the world. And we were looking at the concept of what was it really going to take to move from where Kazakhstan is today to the future. What is 2050? What does that look like? What are the challenges that are there? One of those things that we came to, and we came back to this over and over and over again, is capacity development, is what we refer to it. How do you develop the people who are here, that live here, are from here, understand here, to actually have the skill sets necessary to bring this country into 2050? And it was very different. It was not technology. It wasn't, bring the newest solar panels and all these other things, the smartest minds from all over the world. It was, how do we inspire the youth to actually learn the things necessary to bring your country forward? Because as an American, I grew up in the United States. That's my frame of concept. One of our guys that we had, he actually grew up in South Africa. So he grew up in a very different place. His perspective on what needed to happen in the city and the countries and all these things, very different. So really, the only people who really can tell the Kazakhs what to do and how to do this and what you're going to look like in 2050 is Kazakhs. And so, capital development, human capital development, expanding yourselves. Why we are here in Toastmasters is exactly that. We need to develop ourselves. We need to develop ourselves in ways of not only communication but also skills and value. Coming back to what your father was saying. And really contributing to this society, and not just running away and coming back. It's really taking what you can from the rest of the world, bring it here, and then making this country as great as it can be. So I applaud all of you, and I applaud you for the topic.
One more remark, which is very important.
Sure.
I'd like my team who counted the votes for the audience would stand up because I wasn't alone. Yeah, so could you stand up just to see, to give the audience to see us? You know, it turned out that we have 2 winners in the audience choice award. So yeah, we announced the one, but
Okay.
I'm going to announce the second person.
Okay.
Yeah, and just slight remark is that both got 20 votes. Yeah, that's right. The second winner, the same winner for the award, the audience choice is Aigerim Kosheken.
Thank you all very much for coming.
The reason that there was a mess up with the audience was we had only one certificate. We didn't know that the audience will split their opinions. We thought if we unanimously choose one person, but there was some diversity which shows how there is a democracy in Toastmasters.